I wanted to bring some attention to this global pact that was just adopted by many different leading representatives from 164 different governments. They came together in Morocco, making this what they're calling a historic move under the UN, creating a roadmap to prevent what they call suffering and chaos of migrants. Now, the UN has been trying to get a foothold in controlling all the other governments of the world for the longest time. It was put together by these minions out here to do just that. And if there's any great army, any army that's going to come into any one of these countries and try to do something, especially, let's say, here in America, it would be the UN Blue Helmets. We all know this. These are the groups that have been sent all across the globe, all throughout Africa, many other places. This is an army that is pulling and drawing from the best of all countries, that basically runs by its own rules. And what it looks like they're trying to do here is go through and say that each country is going to have to forcibly take in migrants, have to forcibly be on board with whatever they say. Once they're in the boat with them, they're in the boat, they're going to have to go along with whatever they're wanting to do here. They come out down the road and they say, okay, now every country that's on board, you're going to accept 20,000 migrants. And you're going to do so, and you're going to store them inside each one of your cities. Remember how they tried to do here with the sanctuary cities in this country? Now imagine this rolled out globally, mandatory, by a UN council who acts like they are the gods of this world. What they say goes. Forget the sovereignty of any other government. We see when your leadership that you've elected, well, that's been selected, sells you out, they're working for them and abiding by their rules, not what the people want. In many different instances around the globe when it comes to these different countries. So many different countries, and many of them on board with this blindly. So I wanted to make note of it. There's a lot more tied into it. And yes, migrants and people suffering should get help. But this is the problem. If you want to stop all that and them fleeing from other countries, then why don't you go after the countries and the big companies that are selling bombs to the other countries that are dropping the bombs on the smaller countries and killing all these people and making them run from their country to begin with? Oh, yeah, no talk about that, right? Yeah. Here in the sick world. Anyhow, I'll leave a link. It's been Dabu7, and this is Illuminati. To the death of